Hello, welcome to Hope for Flint. I'm your host, Kristen Wolosinovich. So excited to have the beautiful Lily Ross in the Hope for Flint studio. Hello, young lady.
Hi, how are you?
So excited to have you on. You know, you are a Flintstone. You're a Powers graduate,
Right.
correct?
Yep.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2016.
2016. That's the year I graduated.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I had a child graduate in 2016. But, you know, I'm so proud of you because you are such a rock star and you're such a leader and mentor. And I love having you on the show because we're going to talk a little bit about kind of your health journey and we're going to talk about your Instagram. Tell me a little bit about your Instagram. What's it called?
Okay, I will, but I need to tell you that I actually graduated in 2015 because your daughter's a year younger than me. I just realized that.
It's fine.
Okay.
Because we know you're not a math. Are you a math major?
No, definitely not.
2015. And so Mila's a year younger than you.
Right.
So 2015 from Powers. Where do you go to college?
I go to Oakland University.
OU, baby.
Yep.
And
nice.
so exciting. And then your mom was a Powers graduate.
She was?
Yeah, you're like a legacy Flint kid.
Yeah, like my whole family pretty much went to Powers.
It's cool. It's a great school.
It is.
It's beautiful. So tell me a little bit about your Instagram. What's it called?
It is called Intuitive Living with Lil.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have to check it out, Intuitive Living with Lil. And what do you put on your Instagram?
I put my recipes and the meals that I eat. Yeah, they're healthier. That's kind of the gist of it. It's supposed to be kind of a healthy food blog. So I try to post easy recipes and to show people that eating healthy is not very hard. Doesn't have to be super hard and complicated.
And you make every single dish.
Most dishes. I mean, if I don't make it, I'll, say it's from somewhere else.
Let's say 99% of every dish.
Okay.
98%.
All right.
So the reason that you created the blog was because you really had some major lifestyle changes. Tell me a little bit about your health journey because you're very open about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was a sophomore in high school when I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called ulcerative colitis. And up until then, I just, had the, normal standard American diet and didn't really pay too much attention to what I was eating.
Did you have digestive issues growing up?
No.
A little bit here, nothing until your sophomore year in high school.
Right. Like there's no symptoms until then. And then I was diagnosed and I just kind of dealt with it for a few years until I had a flare up, they call it, which led me to.
Does it usually happen around that age? I mean, it just came out of nowhere. Were the doctors able to explain what was happening to you, or it just sometimes happens?
Well, yeah, there's no known cause. They say it's highly genetic, but no one in my family has ulcerative colitis, so it's kind of, they didn't really have an explanation. A lot of people say that stress can be a huge factor, along with, now they're finding out, a lot of dietary related factors. I was definitely a stress ball as a kid. I took a lot of medications that can also be a factor just because medications we know are not good for your gut health. And ulcerative colitis is tied directly to your gut health. I just had some big issues there and kind of had a traumatic experience just where I had to get my colon removed. And after that, I just had to change my lifestyle. And now I'm completely healthy and I feel better than I ever did. So,
and you changed your whole diet. And they removed your colon.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary. I mean, you're young. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. When did they remove your colon?
When I was 17.
So what's so crazy to me is during like these formative high school years when all these kids, you're supposed to be going to these HOCOs and, experiencing football games, and you were dealing with some massive, massive health issues. You were hospitalized and you were home a lot, and it was really hard on you.
Yeah, it was kind of sad, for sure.
I mean, it was hard, but what happened was when they removed your colon, you did a whole 180 shift in terms of your diet and nutrition.
Right, yeah.
And that's just how you live.
Yep, now it is. That's how I live. I started seeing, holistic, naturopathic doctors, and and finally started to get some answers to how I could start healing my gut and start feeling better. And so, yeah.
They say gut health is 100% responsible for like kind of whole mind, body, soul. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. Like your stomach kind of dictates your happiness and how you live your life.
Right.
And you had to learn at a very young age that kind of hard lesson that usually people don't experience till later in life. Do you think it's unfair?
No, I wouldn't say it's unfair. I would actually say I'm grateful for the experience. Like I definitely wouldn't go back and make it not happen to me. I definitely wouldn't want to relive it, that's for sure. But like it gave me, you know, my sense of direction in life and my passion. And, you know, now like it set me apart so that I can help others, you know, and like I can be a light for people who are struggling and they can see me and be like, okay, like there's hope.
Light.
I can feel better somehow in some way.
Because when you have digestive issues, it overpowers your whole life. I mean, it's so painful and it's so terrible and it's so overwhelming. And I think you are exactly right. Your testimony to overcoming and showing people how to live like this really alternative, holistic lifestyle, especially at a young age. I mean, your peers are out there kind of, let's be real, they're binge drinking. They're eating fast food. They're eating crap. And now you're kind of this leader, especially with this blog, in showing this really healthy lifestyle and how to live and how to sustain. And really, it's really how we're all supposed to live, to be honest.
Right. I would agree. And I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool opportunity to get to kind of like have that influence, I guess. Like I like, you know, it's a great feeling when people say they made one of my recipes and like they love it, and how, you know, they never knew that eating healthy could be easy and like just.
And I think, do you think once you go there and you just start kind of implementing it, it just becomes your lifestyle and it's a way of life and it's just how you're supposed to live and you don't deviate from it? Right.
I mean, I wouldn't say like, I mean, I would say that I'm 85%. Like that's kind of a rule of thumb that a lot of people go by. Like I eat pretty good as the majority of the time, like very good, I would say. But then there are times where I'll, you know, let myself have fun with my friends and have a drink or like have a piece of pizza because
you're a human being.
Yeah, I'm a human being, and I don't think
you're
that
young.
Restriction leads to very good outcomes either. So
it's a balance.
Yeah.
It's moderation, though.
Very, very true. Balance is key.
That is so exciting. And listen, you are light, love, and energy, and you live a really great life. And you, those recipes, so where do you get them from?
Well, I get a lot of inspiration just from other people that I follow. Like I literally follow just my really close friends and family, and then other food bloggers, like healthy food bloggers. So I get inspo from them, and then I'll just like make my own recipes based on theirs. Like I'll change it up a little bit, and then.
Do you cook every day or quite a bit, like 3 to 5 times a week?
Yeah, definitely not every day because I just don't have time with my schooling. But yeah, I try to set aside a day a week or two to like make bulk meals so that I can have something throughout the week, so I'm not, you know,
scrambling
or tempted to get something quick and not very healthy.
So what's your advice for people who are going through gut health issues?
Wow, that's big.
It is big, but I will tell you because I know that it is, you know, I have friends and family that have a daughter who suffers from digestive issues. And because I had never had digestive issues in my life, it's hard to empathize or sympathize. But I will tell you, I know it's such a big, it weighs heavy on them. And there is a way of life to help treat it from a holistic manner. You do not have to medicate. You don't have to Zantac it. I mean, they've shown FDA that Zantac is a terrible med right now, and it's containing some cancer-causing ingredients, probably as does most things that we consume from a process standpoint. But what are your tips to people who are going through issues right now? Because there's young people that are going to be, like you were, 15 years old, going through this situation.
Yeah, I mean, you're so right. Like, it's crazy to see the numbers of people in America, especially with digestive issues. Like, more diagnoses are happening here and now at this point than ever. And people don't know why it's happening, but I think a lot of it is linked to our diets and just what we're eating and what we're like doing. Like you said, it's mind, body, spirit. It's not just about the food. Like stress is a huge thing in all of it. Mental health and emotional, well-being is so important to overall health. And I think that a lot of times in America, with our lifestyle, especially like people, with the hustle and bustle, it's always like you got to go, go, go. And people are always stressing out. And that's a huge factor. Your digestive system is it's connected to your brain. There's a huge nerve in your body, the vagus nerve. It connects your brain to your gut, and what your brain is feeling, your gut feels too. So that's all tied.
When you feel stress, it's like when you get those butterflies. It's all connected. It's all in the nervous system. It's all connected. And I think it's so important. Like you said, it's this Western diet. It's this processed food. It's this fast food. It's these additives. And what we have to do is slow down, be very mindful of what we consume. You literally are what you eat.
Yep.
You need to check out Lily's blog. Say it again.
Intuitive Living with Lil. I know it's kind of long.
No, it's so great. And it's so funny because we had you on the show. We had you on one of my other shows. And you came on and you told your story and your journey, which is really, very brave of you. You showed that vulnerability, and it's not an easy topic to talk about. And then your mom called me and said, you need to go on her Instagram. My goodness, girl, you are a
Of course my mom called
celebrity. Yeah, you are. And that blog is amazing. Well, it's amazing. So you guys need to check it out because it's massively helpful. And it's balancing this mental health. It's staying healthy in mind, body, soul, and putting the right ingredients in your body, staying away from processed foods because this Western diet is literally killing us.
Yeah.
It's killing us at a young age. And you probably are testimony to being affected at a very young age of it happening. But like you said, it's a blessing because now you take your knowledge and you take your leadership, and at such a young age, you now sustain this very healthy lifestyle, and you will probably live to be 150.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I don't know if I want to live that long, but
you will.
We'll see.
You will. With age comes wisdom and massive calm, so you'll be 150. I can feel it. Right. But, your leadership for people your age, it's pretty cool,
Thanks.
You're welcome. We love you, Lily.
Love you.
So you'll come back on. Is there a recipe you want to talk about specifically real quickly?
Not really. I mean, I'm working on one right now.
Oh, what is
really good? Pumpkin spice bars. They're gluten-free, paleo, dairy-free, all that good stuff.
And that's it too.
I don't really know how to explain it other than that.
Well, other than you have to go on intuitive
living with
Lil. Yeah. No, I don't think it's long.
It's like 4 words, so it's pretty long.
Lily Ross, we love you. You are definitely hope for Flint. You are a leader in the community. You are a Flintstone. You are strong. You are resilient, and you are living your best life. We love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
You definitely are hope for Flint.